Okay. Turn me up a little bit.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube and everybody? Welcome back to the meat stall. And today we're going to be making some jerky. The reason we're going to be doing it on the Traeger, I think I'll probably do it on the Traeger tailgater. I only have about 2 pounds to do, so I'll probably do it on the Traeger tailgater. The reason why I'm doing this jerky, one of my customers, he was like, hey, say man, do you know how to make jerky? And I just assumed that the only way to make jerky was if you was to use a dehydrator. And then he was saying, nah, it's this guy at my work, and he does it off the grill. And lo and behold, after searching for a couple recipes, I found that there's a lot of people who are doing jerky on the Traeger. So I want to do my rendition of this recipe, and we're gonna see how it's gonna come out. Okay, let's look at the usual suspects, that I got that I'm gonna use for my jerky. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of onion powder. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of red pepper flake. I don't anticipate this is gonna kick it up too hot, because I really don't like hot food. And I'm going in with a tablespoon of Montreal steak seasoning, a cup of brown sugar, a cup of soy sauce. You can get the low sodium one if you're worried about the salt content, but this one here is like 923 milligrams of sodium, so it's pretty salty. And I'm going in with some teriyaki sauce, and I'm gonna use a cup of Worcestershire. I'll be using a cup of teriyaki sauce as well. And just to round out that umami place, I'm going in with just a smidge. I'm probably gonna go in with a teaspoon of sesame oil. And this is the recipe that I'm gonna use for my jerky. Like I said, there's a lot of them out there. You can use by trial and error. You can use which one that you think best fits your palate. Meat stall pro tip: when you got a cutting board, you want to prevent it from slipping, get you a towel or a paper towel and place underneath it. It'll help prevent it from slipping. This is what I got right here today. It's choice, and I'm using some thin cut round. Now, whether it's bottom round or eye round, it doesn't say. But the reason why I choose it because of the fat, intramuscular fat content is minimum, and also the outer fat content is minimum. And it's thinly sliced, so it should reduce my cooking time. Let's take a look. I just want to just kind of look at the thickness of it, which is what I like. It's real thin, so that we're cutting down on my cooking time. You want to be careful about the fat. If there's a lot of fat in it, you're planning on keeping this a long time, sometimes that fat can go rancid. So be careful. So I'm trying to get all the fat off that I can. All right, I got the beef jerky has been soaking all night long, and it's really marinated. So I'm just gonna lay them down here and use this paper towel to dry them off. And there you got it. Right here is 2 pounds of jerky. And it made a pretty good amount too, actually. Go ahead and put this jerky on here. I come out every hour and we'll check it out. Turn it, move pieces as need be. After an hour, I only think it's gonna take, man, this thing's smoking. Probably about another hour. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these and we'll bring you back. All right, I've been out here another hour and here's the finished product. It's dehydrated just like I like it. I like my jerky with a little bit of chew in it. So I think this here will be perfect. I don't like brittle jerky, so where we're at now, we're good. I tore this piece right here, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put it in a bag, and then we're gonna bring it inside the house and taste it. And here's the finished product. Teriyaki beef jerky. I used a round cut. It was already cut, so I'm not sure if it was eye round or if it was bottom round or what have you. But it was a pretty lean cut. It was already pre-sliced, so I just cut it in half and I left it kind of like in big chunks. Typically from the videos that I seen that they were putting it on probably about 4 hours. I fired up my Traeger XL after it had been in the marinade after the meat had been in the marinade all night. I fired up the Traeger XL. I put it on the smoke setting. Then I eventually put it on the setting for 180, which it maintained temp pretty well. And I had this thing in there probably about 2 hours. And at 2 hours, it's at the point where I like it. Like I said, I don't like brittle jerky, and it really came out good. I tasted it. It's perfect. It has a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat, and salty, but neither one was overpowering. We'll definitely do this again. So I'm gonna go ahead and bag this up and put it in a bag, and we're gonna be eating jerky this afternoon. All right, this has been the Meat Stall. Find you some meat and smoke it.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit.